Namaste, Sitaram, a pleasant good morning. Welcome to Rudraaya. I'm your host, Nisha Sharma, and Rudraaya is being brought to you with the kind compliments of Maharujadip Mandir. And of course, your Mandir is located at 850 Tapscott Road, Unit 34 in Scarborough, with Tapscott and McNichol being our closest intersection. So I know we have a packed program in store for you today, a lot of your favorite things that you like to see and hear. So we'll get straight into our pravachan, brought to you by our spiritual leader, Pandit Ravi Sharma.
एक पेरा दो पक्षी थे एक गुरु एक चेला अपनी करनी गुरु तारे अपनी करनी चेलसिया वर रामचंद्र जी की जय शरण. Devotees, it is said that the verse tells us that there are two birds that are sitting upon a tree. And it's beautiful, actually. This comes from the Kathopanishad. Okay, not this Doha. This Doha was written by Kabir Das. But it carries the same important meaning. And it tells us about these two birds who are sitting upon a tree. One is called as the Guru, and one is called as the Chela. One is called as the disciple. And so the Guru itself will descend upon their own work, by their own studying and by their own meditation. And the disciple also, the Chela, they also will only be able to climb above this tree when they understand about and live according to their karmas. Devotees, the funny thing is that in life, is that only when you value something, when you lay great value or you understand what you have actually lost. Devotees, as the children itself are mourning the death of their father, we are accustomed as children, growing up with our parents, we can call them at any time because we know that they are there. We know if they are unavailable, we will see them in the afternoon, or we can phone them if we are not there. And so we think that they will live forever as long as we live. Devotees, so only when we tend to lose something, then we tend to pay more value is there towards it. Devotees, it is said that one man had stated, as he looked in the mirror, as he was from a young man, a young child, he had become a youth. From a youth, he had become into an adult. And so he enjoyed all his life. And so one day, like Raja Dasharatha, in the Balkan, it tells us, Raja Dasharatha, it is only one day that he was looking in the mirror. And as he was looking in the mirror, he began to count all his blessings that he had acquired. He was a virtuous king. He had a happy marriage life, but of course he was missing children. But he only began to realize all of this when he saw that the long black hair that he had, it was turning gray. And so this man looked in this mirror now. As he looked at his hair, it was turning from black to a salt color, to white. And so he began to realize the importance that his youthful days now were coming towards a sunset. And at the same time, we truly have to understand and appreciate the lessons that we have learned along the way. Devotees, each and every one of us, we have to understand the lessons. And so we have to apply these lessons that we go through in life for every single day. We should question ourselves, what is the lesson that life has taught us? What are the lessons that life has taught us about this pandemic? What has the lesson life has taught us about those who have meant something to us and now they are no more in this world? Devotees, well, first and foremost, we have to look at what are our strengths, how we can increase it, and then we have to also look at what are our shortcomings and how we can remove such shortcomings. Devotees from the earliest years of our schooling, from the earliest years, everyone, as they progress in life, not transgress and regress, not go backwards. Life is about going forward in life. We all have to focus on what is wrong with us and not find faults, but how we can become a better me. You see, devotees, we don't have to read a bestseller by someone else to figure out what is wrong with us. If every day you and your dulhan is fighting, then find out what are you fighting for. You could be doing something that she's upset about, and so you can try and fix it. If every day you and your child is fighting about something, then find out and mend it. Devotees, this is what. Now, perhaps I can share with you, because we know that we have elderly individuals, devotees listening. We also know we have a young congregation. We have young participants also listening. And I was reading about this, about a kargosh. You know what a kargosh is? A kargosh is a hare. It's a H-A-I-R, but H-A-R-E, right? Not hare, because we spell hare H-A-R-E also, but a rabbit, all right? So there was this rabbit, and so this rabbit was enrolled. Let's say he was enrolled in rabbit school, all right? Devotees, unlike all rabbit, now it came natural that as a child learns to creep, and then we teach a child to walk, it's natural for a rabbit itself to hop, all right? They don't just start walking like us human beings. And so it could hop, but the rabbit itself didn't know how to swim. He fell in water, and poor rabbit didn't know how to swim. And so, as time went by, this rabbit is there in rabbit school, and he got high marks for hopping, but he failed miserably in swimming. The parents like us, we all concerned, because if we have a deficiency, we try to correct this deficiency. And the parents coaxed the child and said, stop hopping, concentrate on your swimming. And guess what? We all know that what will be the outcome for this rabbit. So they sent the rabbit itself towards learn how to swim. And we all know what happened. The poor rabbit forgot how to swim, because he was only concentrating on he forgot how to hop, and because he was concentrating only on how to swim. And this is what happens to us sometimes as parents. We want everything for our children. We try to get them focused in all different things, except some of the things that they themselves love the most. Many of us as parents, sometimes we forget to allow the child to grow as a child, because we want them to excel in everything that we were not given. And sometimes that can become disastrous. Devotees, or the rabbit himself forgot how to hop. And as for the swimming, you can guess, if you put a rabbit in water, what would happen? So devotees, sometimes this is what happens to us in life. We forget what we are good at. And if we see the potential as parents in children, what they are good at, then guess what, devotees? Every child may not make it as a doctor. Every child may not make it as a lawyer, but they become a minister. They can become as a pundit also. A devotee said that a little child said that he told his parents that when he gets big, he wants to become just like Panaravi. I said, is that a good thing? Devotees, so we all have to see the potential in our own children, is what I'm saying. And encourage our children. It is only because in their strength, then we will be able to overcome the weakness. Mere tan mera, mere rom rom me samaya ram hai, mere saason me tera naam hai, oh mere saason bhi tera raam hai, mere raam.
लगन में तेरी धुन में बीते जीवन सारा सारा बीते जीवन सारा जैसे फूलों में रंग जैसे जल में तरंग मेरे आत्मा है तूने खोया मैं मेरे सांसों में तेरा ही राम है मेरे राम मेरे राम तुम मेरे तापुर मैं तेरे चहकर तुम मेरे तापुर मैं तेरे जाकर जागो है तेरी बाहर ओ निश दिन जागो है तेरी वरे हर संगत में विघ्न विगत में हर संगत में विघ्न विगत में आओ तेरे वरे ओ निश दिन आओ तेरे वरे जैसे नैनों में जो जैसे नैनों में जो तारो है में जो मेरे हृदय में तेरा नाम है मेरे सांसों में तेरा नाम है ओ मेरे सांसों में तेरा ही नाम है मेरे राम मेरे राम मेरे मन में राम मेरे तन में राम मेरे रोम रोम की समाय राम है मेरी सांसों में तेरा ही नाम है मेरे सांसों में तेरा ही नाम है मेरे राम मेरे राम
Hi, dear viewers. I hope you've enjoyed this morning's pravachan, and we do remind you that Pandit Ravi is available for any type of services you'd like to engage him for, whether it's a talk on wellness, whether it's to do a private prayer, whether it's just to, meet your children and answer questions, because I know the youths have so many questions and so many answers they're searching for. So please do feel free to reach out to Pandit and book a time to meet with him.
विनायका 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 विश्वातारा विनायका विश्वातारा विनायका सिद्धि विनायका भव भयनाशा
रात में सुमिरन हरि का करके सोना चाहिए। रात में सुमिरन हरि का करके सोना चाहिए। बीज बोकर भाग्य में अच्छी काया तूने शौक से। बीज बोकर भाग्य में अच्छी काया तूने शौक से। याद कर पर लोग का कुछ होना चाहिए। याद कर पर लोग का कुछ तो होना चाहिए। प्रेम हो तो श्री हरि से प्रेम होना चाहिए।
My dear viewers, I hope you've enjoyed this morning's health presentation. So we'll move straight into our corporate segment. And I'd like to introduce you to Kamal Ji from Lotus Funeral Home.
Sitaram and Namaste. My name is Kamal Bardwaj and I'm the owner of Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center in Toronto and Kitchener Funeral Homes and Crematorium in Kitchener. I'm also a licensed funeral director. As we are in the second wave of the COVID-19 pandemic, the number of cases has risen greatly. In the funeral industry, we are seeing more deaths that are COVID-related. It is heartbreaking to families knowing that their loved one should have lived many years more, but their life was cut short due to COVID. It is also so important for people to continue to follow the protocols set forth by the government. There's a general climb and increase for the rate of deaths, so hopefully the vaccine to come will completely eliminate the COVID-19 virus. On a personal note, I want to tell everyone to live and have long lives, and it is up to Bhagwan to decide when our time has come to leave this earth. At Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center and at Kitchener Funeral Homes and Crematorium, we operate 7 days a week and 24 hours a day. Our crematorium is located in our building, so we never have to leave our building in cold or bad weather for a cremation. Our crematorium space can have a large group of people to attend the witnessing of the cremation as well. For Hindu families, we can provide all the puja items, including fresh leaves and a havan kund. We have large halls that can accommodate large seating to smaller ones. We are centrally located for families in the west and families from the east. For more information, please contact me from the telephone number on the screen. Thank you for watching and see you next week on Rudraaya. Sitaram.
Life is beautiful, but death is inevitable. I realized this when my dad passed away. So much pain, and amidst all this, the worry of arranging a funeral. Thankfully, in all this, Kamal stood by me. From the viewing to the cremation, he arranged it all at one location. Once someone is gone, they don't come back. But Lotus Funeral Home knows how to give them a respectable farewell.
Lotus Funeral Home. Life must be celebrated.
Govinda Guru, Gopala Guru, Govinda Guru, Gopala Guru, Guru, Andaryad Guru, Guru, Andaryad Guru. अंतर्याद वकना मात वकना अंतर्याद वकना मात वकना अंतर्याद वकना बनवारी रे जिनकी सहारा तेरा नाम रे मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे बनवारी रे जिनकी सहारा तेरा नाम रे मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे ज्योति दुनिया ज्योति बंधन ज्योति है यह माया ज्योति दुनिया ज्योति बंधन ज्योति है यह माया ज्योति सास का आना जाना ज्योति है यह काल ओ यह सांचो तेरे नाम रे बनवारी रे जिनकी सहारा तेरा नाम रे मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे रंग में तेरे ही रंग में गिरिधर चोर दिया जग सारा रंग में तेरी रंग में गिरिधर चोर दिया जग सारा बन गए तेरी प्रेम की जोगी लेकर मन एक तारा ओ मुझे प्यारो तेरे नाम रे बनवारी रे जिनकी सहारा तेरा नाम रे मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे दर्शन तेरा जिस दिन पाऊं हर चिंता मिट जाए दर्शन तेरा जिस दिन पाऊं हर चिंता मिट जाए जीवन मेरा इन चरणों में आशा की ज्योत जलाए ओ मेरी बाहर पकड़ लो शाम रे बनवारी रे जिनकी सहारा तेरा नाम रे मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे बनवारी रे जिनकी सहारा तेरा नाम रे मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे
Come to the end of another segment of Rudraaya. I hope you've enjoyed today's segment. Would like to thank our kind sponsors at Maharudradev Mandir as well as our executive producer Gary Khan for making Rudraaya possible. And I'd just like to leave you with a thought. And you know what? Never regret a day in your life because good days give you happiness. Bad days give you experience. Worst days give you lessons. And best days give you good memories. So remember that. Never regret a day in your life. My dear viewers, until we meet again next week right here on Rudraaya, I wish you a blessed week. Namaste.
एक महाकपिहानी महाकपिहानी रुधिर तनमानी बोल जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम पुण्य संभारे होते सोलंका पुण्य संभारे राम पुण्य संभारे होते सोलंका